Morning, everyone. We are here in FX, and then we have Ayu. Say hi, Ayu. And then we have Bella. And then, okay. And then we have Najwa and Adelia. Hi, Miss Lily. Hi, Kenji.
Hello. Looks so fun there.
So we will start in about 2 minutes. Yeah, let's wait for the other to join the Zoom. Oh, yeah, okay. So I said. Okay, hi everyone, on-site and online. So we are here in FX. Hi, Kenji. Okay, so hopefully we don't experience any technical glitch. Yeah, so we will try to make it as smooth as possible. So Kenji, do you want to open the session?
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for coming today. Please make sure to mute your microphones, open your cameras, and use the correct virtual background. Make sure you're using proper outerwear and make sure that you're being polite at all costs. Now, today our speaker will be Miss Dian, and she'll be talking about creative writing. Miss Dian, if you may please.
Okay. Well, okay. Good morning, everyone. So I hope you have a good morning. Have you all had your breakfast? Yeah. Okay, good. Coffee? Have you had your coffee or not yet? Okay, later after this. Yeah. So we are going. So my session is actually public speaking. Yeah. So I'm not going to go into detail in public speaking because you next week you are going to see me again, yeah, for public speaking class. But this is only a warm up, yeah, on what we are going to learn in 13 weeks, yeah, in our public speaking class. Okay, so let me share screen first. So, what is public speaking? Speaking in public, yes. Yes, correct. Speaking in public, public speaking. And then, are you? Speaking in front of a lot of people. Sasha, what is public speaking?
Conveying a message to a huge audience.
Convey a message to a huge audience. Okay. Jane?
Speaking in front of a large audience.
Speaking in front of a large of audience. Yes. Adelia?
Yeah, what Sasha basically said, it's conveying some sort of message or some sort of point towards an audience with, much charisma and skill.
Okay. Shalomita?
I think it's a soft skill that helps you communicate with a large audience.
Okay. Skills to communicate with a lot of audience. Najwa? Okay. Okay. So we hear skills, confidence, audience. Yeah. So and then public. Yeah. So to speak. Yeah, in front of people, basically. So when you said audience, do you think the audience has to be big?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. Okay. So so in that case, so public speaking is actually speaking in front of people, even in front of a person. Yeah, that is public speaking. Yeah. So why do you think we need public speaking skills?
Convey a message in a structured and straightforward way.
Okay, so to convey a message with a structure. Okay, good. Zefania?
We need to do public speaking properly because we have to be an impact for public. Like if we want people to do something, to act for something, we need public speaking.
Okay, so to influence people.
Yeah.
So to convince them to take action. Okay. Anger. Why do we need public speaking?
To convey a message, to persuade people towards our what we believe. I don't know.
Yeah. So to deliver a message, yeah, basically to deliver a message, to convince people, to make people listen to what we say. Yeah. So that's basically why we did public speaking. Well, I don't think you are, but any of you are afraid of speaking in public?
I used to.
Used to? Okay. Used to, but not anymore? Not anymore, okay. So what make you scared of public speaking before, but not anymore?
I think it's more of the fear of how people perceive you when you convey these messages. Like you don't know how people will react, if they will react to it positively or negatively. If they react to it negatively, some of us do not have the skills to handle that as well as
Okay. So what you are afraid of is actually what people might say about you, right? Okay. Can I see an opinion from the online group? Shakila, are you afraid of public speaking or used to, or you don't have problem with that?
I used to be.
Okay. So how do you overcome that?
When I'm nervous, I used to like talk really fast and then like I forget what I want to say the next thing. And then I usually like before I start talking in public, I would just take deep breaths and calm myself down. And yeah, and then I kind of just go with the flow.
Okay. Who else in the? Let's see. Oh, Jeremy. So, Jeremy, what do you think about public speaking? Are you afraid to speak in front of public, or you used to, but not anymore?
Before I ever tried once, but I feel that I'm still nervous, yeah. But I must practice more how to do public speaking because it is important for my future.
Okay, good. Najwa?
Actually, I used to afraid. Actually, now I'm afraid, but back then I'm not afraid at all. Because I realized that growing up, I always there's a lot of anonymous put into my DM and stuff like that, and say things about me that they should know. Even if they know, they should be said to me. It is something that makes me not comfortable being around public, big audience and stuff like that. So it makes me being a close person that actually I was a very much person before that. That's why I'm doing communication because I try to be more open like I was pregnant.
Okay, okay. So let's see. So basically, what all of you just said about public speaking is basically what it is, yeah. So it's skills, yeah, to speak in front of an audience. It doesn't have to be a large audience, yeah. If it is only a few people, so even it is only one person, then it is public speaking. So whenever you convey your message, yeah, in front of someone, whether it is strangers or a crowd or someone you know, yeah, and it is public speaking. Yeah, so these are some examples. Yeah? So when you accepting an award, yeah, then you have to deliver a speech that requires your public speaking skills. And then when you teach, when you have to talk in a group discussion, when you have to present your assignment, that require a public speaking skills. Yeah. And then even when you are in a party and then you meet new people, you introduce yourself, and then you engage in a conversations, then you need your public speaking skills. Yeah. So basically, or I don't know, probably you meet a cute guy in a cafe, yeah, or cute girl, and then you want to start a conversation, then you need a public speaking skills. So basically, public speaking skills is skills in communications that we can use in our daily life or in for our assignment for a large audience. So that's what it is. Yeah. But then again, like Bella said earlier, you need structure. Yeah. Most important thing is a good content. Yeah. You need a content that is structured. You need a text. Yeah. What are you going to say? What is your message? Then you need to structure that. Then why we already answered that. Yeah. Why do we need public speaking? Yeah. Because yeah, we need that in our daily life. Yeah. In our study. Yeah. When you have to present something later on, when you have to talk to, when you have to build your network, well, you need those skills. Yeah. But on a more serious part, this is why you need public speaking. So when you deliver something, when you deliver a speech, then you say to the audience that you have that knowledge. Yeah, it let them know that what you know. Yeah, and then public speaking help you to convey that message. And then with public speaking, it also shows your confidence. Yeah. So when you have good public speaking skills, when you can handle your nervousness, when you can control your nervousness, when you can manage your eye contact, when you can perform good vocal variety, body language, yeah, that shows your confidence. That shows your public speaking skills. Yeah. And then, of course, most important thing is that good speaker, good public speaker is usually a good leader. Yeah. So if you see all good leaders out there, most of them really have good public speaking skills. Yeah. And then we don't have to be a leader. We don't have to be a president or minister or something to have a good public speaking skills. But we need leadership skills in everything that we do, actually. Yeah. Leadership skills, it doesn't always mean that you have to lead a group or a community. Yeah. But when you are able to solve a solution in a group work, then it is part of your leadership skills. And then public speaking skills helps you to show that. Okay, so we communication people, we like to talk. We like to deliver message. We are storytellers. Yeah, so we write. Yeah, when I said we share stories, it doesn't have to be we talk all the time, but we also write. Yeah, we talk to the public, we propose ideas. Yeah, we create content, and all that. Yeah, when we share stories, everything starts with public speaking. Yeah, and then these are why we need good public speaking skills. And then along the way, throughout your 4 years journey in communication, believe me, when you learn, yeah, when you enjoy the process, by the end of the day, you will have those good public speaking skills. It doesn't happen overnight, of course. Yeah, you need a lot of practice. You need to do a lot of activities that require public speaking. So that's why I encourage you whenever you get the chance, yeah, when someone asks you to be an MC or someone asks you to participate in an event in campus, then join. Yeah, it will help you build your confidence and public speaking skills, also leadership skills. And then good public speaking skills will also help people to listen to what you say. Yeah, again, good structure, a content that is structured with an opening, body, and conclusion. Yeah, if the message is clear, then it will help people to listen. And then who said convince people earlier? Yeah, convince people. You want to make them to do something. You want to influence them. Yeah, then you need your public speaking skills. Yeah, and of course, you want to make a difference. Right? Can someone share what something that you really want? You want to make a difference of something. What is it? Yes, Bella.
I want to make and convince people that mental health stigma isn't really what it is today. And I really want to convey that message in public speaking.
Very good. Yeah. So how you convey a message about mental health. Yeah. So how you make people listen to you that mental health is something that you should talk about. Yeah. It's not something that you should cover up. It's something that you need to share. Yeah. And then, yes, use that topic. Yeah. For your public speaking assignment. Yeah. How about you, Ayu?
I want to talk about K-pop idols.
Yay.
They tend to be like mistreated and people like underestimate their talent. They said that they do like lip sync and like some kind of that, but actually not all of them are doing it. And like for plastic surgery, especially from Indonesia, a lot of people said that all of them are made out of plastic, but it's actually hurtful because they don't know what they did to make it to be an idol.
Yes, yes. Actually, as I watch, some videos about some K-pop groups, yeah, and idols, their struggles, it's really hard, to make it, to being recognized. Yeah. And then, I mean, they really work hard, yeah, to be where they are. Yeah. And then, so, okay, sorry. So I think, yes, you can talk about that. Yeah. Nachwa?
I really want to talk about like it's okay because I know I also know like putting in people's mind that adopt and there's that's one people still like adopt
Yeah.
even like sorry to say this and stuff like that. No, they have a big reason that why they why
Yeah. It's actually a very interesting, it's a very interesting topic, yeah, mental health and adoption, adopting. Something that probably not a lot of people have courage to share, yeah, but if you would like to share that it will be wonderful. Yeah. Adelia?
I would love to talk about the gender inequality issue. I would love to address the gender inequality issue that still is very prevalent, especially in countries like Indonesia, where it's majorly patriarchal and mostly the man has the power to do anything. And the women still have roles that they need to conform to. And yet there are stigmas of women being career women and, not being able to marry early as they quote unquote should be in today's society. And I would love to make people listen to how women can do a lot more than what they're supposed to do in this idyllic box that they're supposed to conform to.
Yeah, and then it's funny how people these days said that they accept, gender equality, but I think as a fact, there are still a lot of issues on that. Yeah. Okay. So good. So now let's hear from. Thank you, girls. So let's hear from people online. Who do we have here? Nazifa. What is there any particular topic, yeah, that you would like to share so that you can make a difference? Nazifa? Or we go to Jeremy first? Jeremy?
Well, should I say?
Sorry?
What should I tell you about?
Is there any issue that you think of about making a difference?
Not yet, maybe.
Sorry, I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
Chelsea?
Hello?
Yes.
Can it be any kind of issue, miss?
Yes, yes. Can you, when I call you, can you turn on your camera if you can, so that I can remember your face, and then your friends here can also see you. Yes, Chelsea.
Miss, can you get back with me? I still don't know yet.
Zefania.
I think I would love to talk about how parenting is actually hard nowadays. Like, for example, I think there are still lots of parents whose mind is still old-fashioned, I guess. So it's not actually a match for their kids. Like, for example, if their kids want to have a little freedom, but their parents won't allow them because they are scared of bad influence friends and stuff. But it's actually you have to put trust in their kids. Like, you cannot see your kids grow when you are trying to, what is it, like kekang them in their house, not going anywhere, like that. Yeah, I think our generation and our parents' generation's minds are different. The way us thinking is different. So like, you cannot actually teach them. You cannot actually like educate them the way your parents did when you were a kid. I want to say that to the parents whose minds are still old-fashioned and so strict.
Okay. Interesting topic. Yeah, but I think it's similar with what Adelia interest is. Yeah, parents. We think that different generations, parents in a different generations will be different, but again, as parents, we always want to protect our children, basically.
Yeah, I know.
But I get your point. I mean, I think parents, also needs a lot of learning, a lot of coaching as well, as parents, Okay, good. Zefania. Sasha, can you hear their voice? Okay, Sasha.
I think what I'm interested to speak about is also kind of similar with Zefa's, but mine is more like of our parents' mindset when they think that older is correct, or when they have like, we're the parent, we're the right one here. And sometimes it's like when they don't respect us, it's not like just don't expect us to respect them back. Sometimes it's like not just, I kind of want to just demolish that mindset of like, we're the parent, we're the correct one, and also we're the parent, you should be respecting us all the time, even if we don't respect you. Like, I kind of really don't like that. So it's a very important topic, because what parents do, it could be very it could be like, it's a very bad influence to our minds and like mental health, and they don't even kind of like care about it or care enough about it. So yes.
Okay. I feel like I'm hearing what my son will tell me from you guys. But anyway, yes, good. But I think, that's the issue. People who are older thinks that they know better because maybe they think they are more experienced. But yes, it's also an interesting topic that we can discuss. Yeah. Shalomita?
I think I would like to address something
I was actually about to address something about my parents, but I think everyone's covered that. So I think I'm just gonna address about how privileged we are on getting education and how we don't really notice about that. Like there's our country is not we're starting to be more developed in a way. We're still developing, but there's so many kids out there that still isn't privileged enough to have a fair amount of education just to get by with their lives and like have an income where they can support their family and like that. And I guess it's just there's a club like Teach for Indonesia, which is for teaching kids for free, which is it's very nice to see. And I hope to have more of those type of clubs, especially for people who are privileged enough to have the education to share their education with those kids.
Okay, good stuff. So you want to make a difference in education, right? Okay, and then we have Jane.
I think I want to address something about body positivity.
Body positivity.
Yeah, people live up to a certain standard to be beautiful, and they kept on comparing themselves to literally everybody, like celebrities, for example. We can't be like them. They went through a lot of surgery and photoshops and just basically a lot, and it's all fake. And I think everybody is unique in their own way. And also sometimes people tend to mistreat the word body positivity. For example, I'm sorry, when somebody's obese and they said that they love their body and it's body positivity, it's not like that. They're literally dying slowly. They'll get diseases and all stuff like that. And I wish people can understand more about the word body positivity. Yeah.
Okay, good, good. Yeah, I like the topic. It's, it's you can see, well, especially from social media, how cruel they are. I mean, I see someone, a celebrity who is, I think very pretty, but still she's being bullied. Yeah, so it's like body positivity is an important issue, to discuss. Okay, Keisha.
Hi. Hi,
Hi,
everyone.
Keisha.
So what I would like to address and what I love to talk about is veganism or vegetarian. A lot of people feel really helpless when it comes to climate change. They think they can't make a difference. And what researchers are showing is that your personal decisions can really have a big impact on the environment. And one of them is being vegan or vegetarian. And it doesn't have to be for the rest of your life. You can be vegan in like a day and you already help the environment. Because being vegetarian helps for air pollution and for better environment. There's so much damage from the meat industry, and by feeding, animals, cows, it takes so much lands from our environment. So it's really good to try to not eat meat and eat less meat. And that's what I've been trying to say to my friends, and some of my friends actually listen, so it's nice.
So are you vegan or vegetarian, Keisha?
I used to be vegan for 2 months.
Okay.
Then it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
In a week, I'm vegan for 5 days, and then for the 2 days, I let myself to eat whatever I want.
Okay, well, why don't you try? Yeah, I think there's this. I joined. I think Gwyneth Paltrow started this campaign, so No Meat Tuesday, and I kind of joined it for about a year now. So I don't eat meat on Tuesday only. So it doesn't that hard. So it's not that hard, yeah, but it's okay.
No, it's great.
And then who else? Who are else here? Jeremy, Nazifa, Kinda.
Me?
Yes.
Uh,
Can you turn on your camera?
sure. Is it on? I'm not sure.
Yes. I can see you.
Is it on?
I can see your legs actually.
Sorry, my bad. Okay, can you see me now? Sorry, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. I didn't
Very
mean to. I didn't mean
convenient
to.
at home.
I didn't mean to. Do you see my face now?
Okay, yes, we all can see you. You know your friends here. We have Adelia, Ayu, Nashua, and Bella. They can see your legs as well.
I'm
Okay.
sorry about that.
Okay, Kinda. What do you want to change?
I want to talk about that is happening right now and it's really getting serious. The Asian hate. Asian people, elderly especially, getting beat up by Black people and stuff like that. So I don't feel safe going to America, and people are also not safe that Asians going to America right now.
Yeah. It's a big topic, yeah, and a serious
Yeah.
topic that need to be discussed, yeah.
Yep.
Asian hate. Okay, in the Enggar. Can you turn on your camera, Enggar? Okay. Hi, Enggar.
Hello. I guess about international politics and about how the politics of other countries, especially those that are much bigger and more influential than Indonesia, really affects Indonesia's domestic politics in a significant way, even if you don't realize it. That's one.
Yeah. So international politics, yeah. You're always interested in topics about politics, yeah, international politics, and then, okay, good. Yeah, then you can talk about that. Jeremy?
I just want to talk about justice. Yeah, it's not about like what we treat people with our own mindset, yeah, but also treat with their own also. So it will be equal. Yeah? So if you don't want people to hurt you or say bad things to us, we better don't say bad things to them. Just treat them fairly. Not only just our parents, but also especially many people. Yeah.
Yeah, so justice, yeah. Ethics, basically, how we treat people. Okay, Chelsea?
I think this is a pretty common topic, but
Can you turn on your camera, Chelsea?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry that my background is a bit noisy. Hello.
Yes, go ahead, Chelsea.
This is a pretty common topic, but I would like to talk about mental health because this relates back to my group project. Before we made an app for a safe space app for people who are still facing like mental health problems. And the reason why we want to talk about mental health is because even to this day, as it has already been covered a lot of people still think that mental health is not a serious issue and that a lot of people are just faking it. So me and my group mates, we made an app for people who are facing mental health issues so they can go to a volunteered volunteer therapists who can video call them or text them to help with their issue. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it.
So what's the app called?
It's called Awanku.
Awan?
Awanku.
Awanku.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay. I'll have a look later. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
It's
you,
not done
Chelsea.
yet, Miss, but
Oh.
it's still in progress. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Chelsea. Yes, mental health issue. It doesn't only happen to you, the young people, but to also happen to a lot of us. Yeah, a lot of people, my generations. Well, different. So I think it needs to be shared. Yeah. Tadi yang belum. Nazifa, yes. Yes, Nazifa. You're still,
Yeah, I'm still outside Indonesia.
yes, go ahead,
Um,
Nazifa.
The topic I want to talk about is the same, like similar to Chelsea, like mental health, because mental health is very important for any age. And a lot of people don't have access, like a lot of people can't afford therapy, and they should have therapy should be free because to help with your mental health, and therapy isn't cheap, so everyone can have access to it, and taking care of your mental health is very important too. So yeah, so it's very important, and just want to know that therapy should be free, and a lot of people should have access to it to help themselves. So yeah.
Okay, mental health. Okay, good. Thank you, Nazifa. Did I
Welcome, Miss.
get Shakila?
Not yet.
Okay, go ahead, Shakila.
Okay, I'm talking about what Jane was talking about body positivity, but more on like self-love, because I feel like physical appearance is just temporary, and at the end of the day, everyone's gonna age and we're all gonna get wrinkles. So I think beauty is more than just what you see in the outside. I feel like beauty also comes in how you express your body and how you're comfortable in how you look, and there's just so much more to beauty than just what people see. So yeah, I feel like I want to stop the peer pressure of social media telling us how to look like, because some part of social media tells you to look, oh, you need to be thick, and another part says, oh, you need to be skinny. It's like there are people in between that maybe feels like they don't fit in any part of what people want them to look like, but they need to be aware that every body type in any shape or form is beautiful. And yeah, more self-love.
Yes. Okay, so body positivity, good. So okay, I think I got everyone's. Yeah. So interesting topics. I mean, I'm glad that you also pay attention on those important issues. Yeah, right. Mental health, body positivity, justice, culture, climate change. Yeah. Politics, yeah, so very very serious topics and important topics to be shared. Yeah, so you can share that, yeah, in your public speaking course. Yeah, or not just in public speaking, but also in other courses. Yeah, like journalism and then PR. If you want to create a campaign, if you want to influence, yeah, if you want to make a difference, and then you can learn that in a PR class. But you can use those topics that become your interest. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so basically, public speaking, again, public speaking is not, it doesn't happen overnight. Yeah, it's a process. Yeah, it took me lots of practice, yeah, and lots of years of experience to be able to speak. Yeah, even when I speak to people that I haven't met before, I'm still nervous. Yeah, so but again, it's a process. So basically, there are only 3 things that I think can improve our public speaking skills. First, practice. Yeah, there's no other way. You have to practice. The more you speak, the more you practice, and then the more experience you will become. And then know your strength, and then use that. So if I ask you, Najwa, what is your strength in public speaking?
My strength of speaking that I have confidence.
You're confident?
I have stuff to talk about. Even when I'm stuck, my mind is still going on. And like
Oh, okay. Are you?
For me, it would be my expressions and intonations.
For your vocal variety. Okay, good. Bella?
I would like to say that I am quite well spoken and that my brain can think of structured bullet points and expand on that.
Okay, structured. Adelia?
I think mine would be, I don't want to be cocky, but like my charisma, like I can make people relate to me in order for them to feel connected, and then they would have to listen to what I have to say.
Okay, so your strength is you can make people listen to you. Okay, so let's hear from you in Zoom. So Shakila, what is your strength in public speaking?
My strength, maybe I would say like I could bring humor because you know it makes the listeners more engaged and it doesn't come out so boring and long. I guess that's it.
Okay, Shalomita?
I was actually going to say humor as well.
Okay, good. Yeah. Good. So we have entertaining speakers in the house. Good. Jane?
I guess my confidence and a little bit of humor. And I'm pretty sensitive toward expression, so I know how the audiences are like feeling, like either they're understanding me or not.
Okay, Sasha?
I would say that if the topic is something that I'm like very interested in, like I could be very passionate about the topic. So I'm hoping that that like could be enough to convince like the audience.
Okay, Keisha?
I think for me is about how I bring excitement and passion to the table.
Okay, Nazifa?
Sorry, miss. I have like a weakness more than a strength because I need to improve my public speaking more. Yeah, I need to think before I speak first. I don't have a strength yet. I have more of a weakness than a strength.
I think you do. I don't think. Yeah, I think you do. You just shy to say it, but I think you have some of public speaking skills there. Yeah. Keisha? Keisha?
I think I already told you.
Oh, okay, sorry. Chelsea?
I think to engage with the audience is an important strength.
Okay, Jeremy?
Sorry, what's the question again?
What is your strength in public speaking?
Knowing that they want and listen to them.
Okay, Angga?
For me, I think I know my topic well, and I know it very well.
Okay, you have the knowledge, yeah. Zephania?
I think I kind of have the ability to adapt. So when I have to public speaking in various kind of people with various kind of personalities, I can match what topic should I bring to relate to each kind of these various personalities.
Okay, so I think all of you know your strength. Yeah, those who said that probably what I have is more weaknesses than strength, but I think actually you do. Yeah, probably you just shy to say it, but you all have that. Yeah, knowing what is your strength is important because you can develop that, yeah, and then you can cover up your weakness. I wouldn't say weakness, but you can um, show your strength while developing things that need to be improved in your public speaking skills. And then also important is always open for feedback. Yeah. So when someone evaluate or give comments or feedback about your public speaking skills, yes.
I have a question.
Yes.
How can you tell from good feedback and just plain heckling? Like, like in public speaking, there's obviously going to be people that just don't like what you're saying at all. Like maybe it could be their beliefs, it could be what they stand for is completely opposite to what you have to say. So how do you know if what they're saying is beneficial for what you're trying to say, or if it's just plain, yeah, that's not helpful at all, and like it's just plain heckling or hate.
Yeah. So basically, when people give feedback or I would say evaluation, I don't say the word critics. Yeah. I always say feedback or evaluation. So they evaluate on your skills, not on your message. Yeah. So when they said that what you said is wrong or they don't believe in your message, then it is not the feedback that you need. Yeah, that is just hate. Yeah, and then just ignore that. But when people evaluate, they evaluate your skills, what you need to improve. Yeah, and then I think the message need to be structured like this so that people will get the message better, but they don't criticize your message. Right? Yeah, but then again, a lot of people, they don't like to get feedback or they don't want to because they think they are good. Yeah, so they don't listen. Yeah, but believe me, those who are succeed are those who listen to feedbacks. They are open, yeah, for improvement. Yeah, and then you need that in public speaking. Okay, so when we share, yeah, when we deliver a speech, public speaking, we don't just read text, yeah, but we tell stories. Yeah. So when you share stories about yourself, is of course different than when you know ask them to read your CV, right? Your CV is that, yeah, my name is Dian. I graduated from this school. I took my master here. This is my job experience. That is your CV. Yeah, but that is not your story. People, I can read your CV, but probably I haven't listened to your stories. Yeah. So what is your stories? Yeah. That is what you should share in public speaking. I always believe that a good topic usually come from your own stories. Yeah, so don't be afraid to include your personal experience. You don't, of course, you don't have to tell something that too personal. Yeah, but you don't have to be, too detailed in telling your stories. Yeah, but when we share our own, experience, usually people will be more interested. Now, for the next session, yeah, I will divide you into a breakout room, yeah, and then I want you to introduce yourself. Yeah, I want you to basically tell your stories. Yeah, you can think of something specific or unique about yourself. Yeah. Think of, these are the examples. Yeah, probably your cool parents. Yeah, or your parents who are too strict. Yeah. Favorite food that is so worth your cheat day. Yeah, your weird habit. Yeah. Food that you hate the most, or probably I think a couple of years ago there's this student who shared stories about how she really hate mangoes. I mean, like this is like the first time me and the other students heard someone hate mango. Yeah, but it's an interesting story. Yeah. You know, it could be movies that you watch over and over again. Yeah, or Netflix show that you recommend. Yeah? Your guilty pleasure, or you know, words that describe yourself, unforgettable experience during your high school. You know, think of something specific. So think of a specific angle about you, yeah, that you want to share. Yeah. So I will divide you into a breakout room. Yeah. And then your FL leaders will be there to coach you. Yeah. So when you have questions, yeah, you can ask them, and then you can practice in front of them. Those who are on site, you will practice with me. Yeah. And then on the next session, you will deliver your speech in front of everyone. Okay. Okay. Let me stop share first, and then I will divide. So, Kenji, how many do we have online?
Oh, Benji, it's at the 20.
Okay, now Nessa, how many do we have?
Wait, let me count first. We have 10 here.
How many?
10.
10, okay. 10, so 4 only. 10. So I'll divide the group into 13.
Shakila said 13.
13, yeah.
Thank you, Shakila.
I'll break out into 3 groups, yeah. So room 1, Chelsea, Enggar, Jane, and then with FL Nessa, yeah. Nessa, you are in group 1, and then room 2, you will be with Afif, Jeremy, Keisha, Nazifa. And then room 3, You will be with Risa, Sasha, Shakila, Shalomita, and Zevanya. Okay, so room 1, Chelsea, Enggar, Jane, Nessa will be there. And then room 2, Jeremy, Keisha, Nazifa, Afif will be there. And then room 3, Sasha, Shakila, Shalomita, Zevanya, and Nerissa will be there. Okay, so I'll give you some time so you can choose a specific topic about you, about yourself, yeah, like the examples, and then create about 3 to 4 minutes of speech, yeah. Not to worry about the opening, not to worry about the structure first, yeah, but at this time, I just want to know how can you choose a specific angle, yeah, that you want to share. Okay, so let me open the breakout room. And then FL and FP leaders, we will just give them some time, and then we'll be back on the second sessions to deliver their speech. Okay. Okay, so Kenji and Sudisha, do you want to join the group?
Can actually move around, miss.
Or you just stay here?
Because I can move around because I actually need to take attendance.
Sorry, Sudisha?
I can actually move around because I actually need to take attendance of the students.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how can you do that? Yeah? Can you just join any group?
I don't think so. Oh, yeah, now I can.
Itu gimana caranya ya?
I can, miss. Because
can.
I'm
Okay,
already,
then.
I'm a co-host, yeah. Thank
Okay
you.
then. Okay. Okay.
Delia, is that Adele? Itu Adele bukan? Halo, halo. Wow, you guys so fancy today.
When I first saw you, I thought you were like, oh yeah.
You got your card already? So fast. Oh my god.
So this is my card.
Oh my god, you look so cute.
Hi guys, this is my card. This is my card. Kelihatan nggak ya?
Oh, wow.
Ini nggak ada ininya ya? Lainnya.
Why are you here though? Aren't you supposed to not like breakout room?
I baru dari all three of them. I baru keluar. It's fine.
Kenji satpamnya. Kenji keliling. Kenji yang keliling.
Do you believe in that, Kenji? Are you the satpam?
I don't know, baby. Are you guys done with your speeches?
Oh iya. Enggak itu.
Iya benar ya.
Ya, jadi buat the actual speech Mika baru bilang in the second session kan.
Enggak terlalu dengar, sorry. Kenapa?
Kita itu suruh mereka actually say the speech in the second session doang kan ya?
Second session, kenapa? What's it about?
Do we tell them to do their speech in the second session or do they do it now?
Yeah, jadi now they practice. They can create their speech and then they can practice and then they deliver it on the second session.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much.
To be there for me through all the process, and making sure that I know what's the right and what's the wrong thing to do, which I'm super, super thankful about. And one thing that my mom always teaches me in life, and her words sticks in my mind until this day on, is that no matter how good of a person you are, someone's always going to hate on you. There's no way that everyone's going to like you. At a certain point, someone's going to think you're a bad person, no matter how good of a person you actually are. So that's why just live your life, enjoy it. Don't care so much about what everyone says, because everyone will always have an opinion. And I dedicate a lot of myself and who I am today because of her. So yeah.
Thank you, Shakila. Well, you are
Thank
so lucky
you.
to have such a cool mom, Shakila.
I am so lucky.
Yes. Okay, next, Risa.
Next, who wanna go? Okay, Alia.
Yeah.
Alia will go, miss.
Hello, everybody. Hello, beautiful people. So I would like to introduce, I would like to speak about why I am who I am. So my name is Shalamita Alicia Warganegara, but I was nicknamed Alia. I am 18 years old and the youngest out of 4. And because of that, I am considered the most fragile out of all of them. My family doesn't spoil me with gifts or special treatments, instead with overprotecting me from evil rather than facing it. Every time my older siblings made a mistake, I was told to learn from it, even though I don't know what it is I'm learning from. This has led me to being a weak person with a mature mindset, if we say. My biggest weakness is confrontation, making me quite a people's pleaser. This has led me to any negative emotions eat me up, always put others before me, and unable to pick sides, the right side of the argument, which has actually gotten me in trouble quite a lot. But thankfully, I've gained new friends that assured me all of my emotions are relevant and worth being heard. I'm pretty sensitive over negative comments, but these days I find myself learning from it rather than avoiding it, as I always do and conform to. I just found out that I'm an empathic person. I don't cry easily from movies or books, but when someone tells me their stories, that certainly hit the spot. One of my biggest achievements so far was having to lose 15 kilograms in a year without having to starve myself or using diet pills, even though it was very, very tempting at the time. This has led me to a more positive mindset about my body and having acceptance for myself. And the only thing right now I would like to improve is the way I think and the soft skills I want to gain in order to be heard, respected, and noticed. Thank you very much.
Wow, so good to hear. Shalom. Okay, next, Risa.
Zefania, you wanna be the third one? Okay, it's Zefania, miss.
Okay. Pretty sure, Zefania.
Okay. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Zefania.
Oh, okay. Can I speak now?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you put
Hello,
the
everyone.
spotlight on her? Yeah.
Have you guys ever feel like you have so much hobbies that you end up not excelling in any of your hobbies because there are just so much? Like, I just realized that I basically don't have a talent that I excel in. I love music. I try to play guitar, but as much as I like it, I cannot reach certain chords that require me to use my pinky finger. So I kind of gave up. I even tried to join violin tuition, but along the way, it's somehow getting boring in the middle of it. So yeah, I kind of just like to play music, listen to some songs, but I cannot really excel it. And I also like cooking. Cooking is one of my hobbies too, but pastries and baking are so hard to learn. I messed up pretty much a lot making this kind of cakery, so I cannot really excel in cooking too. And I also like singing and acting. I did perform quite a lot of time during my school phase, but as much as I like performing, until now I cannot really cope with my anxiety and nervousness when I have to perform in front of the people I know. I prefer performing in front of people I don't know, like some strangers or judges in some of the competitions. And I realized that my voice is not that good. It's just a decent type of voice for singing, but it's not really that good that I can say that it's my talent. Like, I realized that there are so many people out there that has this really singing talent, that their voice is so much better than me. So yeah, I cannot say that this is my really talent. And for drawing, it's just my childhood hobby, where as soon as I grow up, I really believe that it is not my passion. I don't have the passion to color every single little detail in my drawings. Like, I cannot be that patient, so I tend to get angry and burn out when I have to focus on the little things in my drawings. And for sports, I really like playing basketball and playing badminton, and I was in a main basketball team during my primary school days, but I ended up having to give up on that hobby too, because I often exhausted myself at the point where I always fainted. Like almost every week, I always fainted, and I have to go to hospital. And the doctor said that I have a kind of weak heart, and I'm not allowed to do too much of sports. I am not allowed to exhaust myself. So again, I cannot really excel in that hobby of mine, and I have to give up on that. And yeah, I think that's it. And I'm still searching for my talent until now. Thank you.
Don't worry, you'll find it. Okay, thank you, Zephania. Okay, go ahead, Lisa. Who's next?
The last one will be Sasha, Miss.
Okay.
So, good afternoon, teachers and my amazing friends. Some of you may already know during one of our last sessions that I mentioned that I used to be a figure skating athlete. So today I'm going to be kind of just talk about my years of experience being a figure skater, as well as give you an insight as to what it's like being a figure skater in Indonesia. I actually started to watch a lot of figure skating YouTube videos, and that's how my love blossomed for the sport. And but it just kind of stayed, like it stopped there. My love for skating just stopped there to watching videos all the time. But then a mall near my house opened a skating rink, and I took that opportunity to kind of started taking lessons, and it kind of just went from there. But being in a sport that's not really well known in Indonesia, as well as, having our country not having the winter season, could also mean for the sport to have lack of resources. We didn't have a lot of like proper coaching, and we just didn't have a lot of opportunities. So every single time there's an athlete or two that got sent for to compete internationally, it was always such a huge deal. And so I remember my first competition. It was not big, but it was still very daunting. It was at TEA. And I remember it just being so mixed feeling. I was excited. I was so nervous that I decided to invite my grandpa, my grandma, basically my whole family went there. And I got second place, which is still really good. And yeah, so that was my first competition. And up until my last competition, I did a lot of international competitions, which also gave me an excuse to skip school. And but yeah, so the international competitions truly challenged me as a person to communicate with people outside of Indonesia, as well as, representing my own country. It's very daunting. And my last competition was actually a group competition. And it was kind of bittersweet because I got to experience it with some of my closest friends. So yeah, figure skating is just such a huge part of my life. And it's only fitting for me to talk about this really pivotal activity that I used to do a lot in my life for this session. So I can't say that, it's safe to say that figure skating has shaped me as who I am as an individual today. So thank you so much.
Okay, thank you everyone from Isa's group. Now we move on to which group?
My group can start first, miss.
Okay, Abdul, go ahead.
So, Keisha, you wanna go first? Okay, Jeremy, how about you? You wanna go first?
It's up to you.
Afif, you just pick one.
Oh, okay. Jeremy, you can go.
You can tell about anything, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Morning, everyone. My name is Jeremy, and I'm from Indonesia. So my hobby is also doing sports. Yeah. Before I think that I want to become an athlete of swimmer, but it's too late for me because it's already COVID-19 happens right in this country. So I must be patient for that. And usually I also think that I want to become an actor, but we must practice more how to become an actor, and it's not easy. It's not easy. So it has to start from zero first. So now I'm still finding what's my hobby and also what's my patience. Thank you.
Actually, it's not too late because one of our alumni is an actress and she's pursuing her career as an actress while studying. So you can still pursuing your dream to be an actor. We will rooting for you, Jeremy. Okay.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
So, Keisha, do you wanna go now?
Yes, I could go. Hi, everyone.
Hi.
The topic I'm going to talk about is veganism. So the reason I chose this topic is because I tend to feel motivated in positions where I can guide people to grow and take part in helping for the environment. It makes me feel alive and purposeful. So first of all, people go vegan due to religious matter or health matter, but what I want to emphasize is on the environmental side. So first of all, 60%, I'm going to tell you some facts about veganism that blows my mind. And this is also the reason why I do a research on vegan. So I've watched this girl doing a vegan mukbang, and she said she talks about some vegan facts that I don't know before, and it blows my mind. So first of all, 60% of the land in the world is used for animal breeding, and that's a lot of land. On top of that, 60 billions of animals are killed per year for food. And they are raised just to die, and it makes them produce so much methane, which contributes so much to greenhouse gases, global warming. And by not eating meat, you're also helping to ease the problem of pollution, because almost 20% of pollution is man-made, originates from the meat industry, and this affects the greenhouse. And then from the dairy industry, a dairy produces 500 liters of methane per day, and methane is 25 times more potent than carbon dioxide, which leads to global warming. And then lastly, from the water aspect, vegans save 1,000 gallons of water each day. And how is that possible? Because 1 kilogram of meat equals 6 months of shower for animal breeding. So moral of the story, we could stop global warming and we can cure the water problems in the world, and also for the animals. And for me, myself, I'm not even fully vegan, but I try my best to not eat meat. And I think it's very nice to do something very simple, day-to-day lives, which is eating more sustainably and ethically, and that from that small thing, you're actually contributing for the environment and for the better future. And from my experience, being vegan is not hard, because I feel like right now it's easier access for us to get vegan food even from the nearest fast food restaurants, such as Burger King, Domino's Pizza. They already have plant-based meat, so it's great in my opinion. And thank you. I think that's all for me. Thank you, everyone, for listening to me talking and for paying attention.
Okay, next update.
So next it's Nafisa.
Nazifa.
Yeah, Nazifa. Sorry.
It's okay. Hi, my name is Nazifa. I'm sorry if I stutter. I'm kind of nervous. Today I'm going to talk about mental health and a little bit about myself. I think that mental health is very important in our, like mental health is very, I'm sorry. I'm so nervous. I think, I'm just sorry, just, I'm looking at Kenji to cheer me on. So I think mental health is very, like mental health, we need, oh my God. Okay, so I think that mental health is a very important thing to talk about, and it's a very important thing to take care of for ourselves. Like what I said the first session, like what I said, therapy is very important, and it should be an easy access to a lot of people, because like therapy can be really expensive, and it should be free, because there's so many people around the world that is not financially stable, but they're going through a lot, and they're going through a lot of mental health issues, and they need help, and therapy is one of them, and we need an easy access and a free access, and for anyone, like no matter their financial level is. And I think for myself, I've been going through a lot of like mental health issues, and like, and it's not, the feeling is not nice. It's not like, it just drains you. And usually when I'm down, if I feel like that, if I'm getting like anxiety or panic attack, I usually don't want to be alone. I want to be around people I love and the people I'm like comfortable with. So usually I like find someone, and like I rant to like my close friend or something, just let it out. And that's how I take care of myself. But it would be nice if I do have therapy. but I have no access to it right now. And yeah, thank you. Thank you, everyone.
You are able to control your nervousness. So good job.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Who's next? Mafif?
Yeah, that's all for my group, miss.
Okay. So thank you, Afif's group. No. So now, next slide.
Yes, my group has Chelsea, Jane, Honey, and Angar. So I choose Angar to go first.
I'll go second.
Oh, what? Yaudah. Well, Honey can go first then. Honey, are you here? Honey.
Oh, I was muted. I'm sorry.
Okay, you can turn on your camera and start your speech.
Should I turn my camera on because it's little dark in here? It's like in the morning.
It's okay. You can still turn on your camera.
What? So hello everyone, good morning. Thank you all for coming out. So a few years ago, I did not know how to introduce myself or what to say about myself because there were a lot of things to explore about me. And today I'm able to touch a small few points about myself, talking, especially focusing on after graduating from high school. So I'm Henny. I have graduated from the Awasi School of Science and Technology, the only American school in the country, and I'm currently working as an intern of communications. So I'm working on the school campus communications, which comes along with writing letters, newspapers, besides the school media, are reaching out and becoming a photography. So after finishing school in the morning, like on the orientation classes, in the afternoon, I either take pictures from the school network or I also do basketball. I like to be athletic. That I try playing volleyball, playing football, and playing basketball. Since that's the only three athletic things that are available in my country. Besides being a photographer, I believe that it would help me like communication or major in communication will help me to become who I want, which is to become an airline pilot. So yeah, because like it's an aspect of being a pilot, like as you need to communicate later when you become part of aviation club. So like a lot of people say that, oh, for you to become an airline pilot, you need to major our math, you need to major our physics, about those relative things. But I think that communication is as well part of it because like it doesn't require actually something that you would major. It actually like you could major anything and become still an airline pilot. So because communication is something I like, I want to do something I like at first and then later do what I want to become. And the only reason I chose about pilot is a lot of especially girls in my country do not like want to become a pilot because they think that it's too risky or it's like a challenging to become a pilot. So I want to be a pilot because they are a rare kind of human who will like sacrifice their soul by flying, taking risks, and like making a lot of people rely on their savings. So I hope you enjoy my speech.
Thank you. Ani, who is next? Nessa?
Angar.
Okay, go ahead, Angar.
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. So I'm going to describe a little bit about myself. One, or rather two ways I would describe it is I am a modern and urban man. That's a more complicated way of saying that I'm a city boy. But but I use these two words to because it captures a more more precise term. When I say that I'm modern, in the sense that I am a product of modernity. So prior to modernity is the agrarian era. Yes, I know where we live in the industrial era, let's say, and then let's say prior to let's say our grandparents' generation or prior, where mass education is not commonplace. So people usually just work with their hands, becoming farmers, that kind of stuff. But people like us, because we have education, we could go all the way from primary school to all the way to university now, so we can get a good job, which is a form of economic specialization. I think earlier, I think it was Alia Warganegara that mentioned that we are one of the more privileged kids because we were able to receive education. That's one of the consequences of modernity, that you could say. But the spread of this industrialization process is uneven. That's why in a more urban area like Jakarta, we were able to receive such education. But in the ones that are not as modernized, let's say, you are not able to receive this. And in some sense, your national identity as an Indonesian is also implanted because of that process. So, yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Next up.
Jane can go next. Okay, I'm gonna talk about this trait that I have, which is a people pleaser, and how it has impacted my life negatively. So I did a test about a year ago with a professional authority, and I did test myself again last week with the 16 personalities test, and it was still the same. I am an ENFP. I'm a campaigner. What's great about me is that I enjoy bringing happiness and being lovable and liked by my surroundings. That is like my #1 priority. And it tends to flow into a direction, which is being a people pleaser. And it does have some good and bad qualities of being a people pleaser, which is we can make our surroundings feel welcomed, we're friendly, we can break down the toughest walls, like the most coldest or intimidating person in the room, like we can somehow get to know them better. And this trait has honestly been a huge burden in my life. I always put others before me. I would rather have others hurt me rather than me hurting others. And this trait has been beneficial to people on my surroundings, but a burden to me. People use this trait against myself, which is they either mistreat me, they disrespect me, or they take advantage of me in a lot of different ways. And sadly, as an ENFP, it's a trait that I have to live by, but it's something that I can control, which is like the good or the bad. But I know that I need to learn that I am capable, I can, and I have to take care of myself. I have to stand up for myself. I have to learn how to be more or less gullible and being able to tell the difference if someone is actually genuinely nice to me or they're just trying to take advantage of me. So I have to start putting myself first before I start putting others before me. Yeah, that's it.
Thank you, Jane. Do we still have another one next up?
Yes, last one will be Chelsea.
Okay.
Hi guys, today I'm going to be talking about something I consider unique about me. So this is actually regarding my family situation. I understand that a lot of people sometimes would be ashamed to talk about this, or maybe they would like to keep it private or separate their personal life from their work life or education life. But I would like to take this opportunity to let some of you guys know more about me. So, firstly, anyone who has siblings can definitely understand how annoying they can be when they nag at you, when they cling to you, or when they just annoy you in general. And one of the most annoying thing is when they start a fight, but they're the one who go complaining to your parents, and the only thing your parents say is just to let them be and let them go because they're younger than you. So luckily, I'm actually not the oldest child, so I don't have to deal with all my younger siblings annoying me, but I am the middle child, and there's actually been a stereotype that the middle child gets less attention because the oldest child is the family's pride, and that the youngest child is the one the parents adore the most. But luckily that does not apply to me. Now back to the topic. I have to deal with annoying siblings, but I have to times by 7 because I have 7 siblings in total. However, it's funny because only one of them is my fully related blood sibling. So this would be even crazier if this only came from a pair of parents, but thankfully not, because we're not trying to be another family YouTube channel that has over 7 kids. So I would consider this unique about me, because as I have said before, it's not like a fun, unique thing to have, because who would want to have that many siblings? But on the bright side, the house is never alone or silent. So I guess you never have to feel lonely. To conclude, I would say that this is a unique thing about me, because in this time, day, and age, I don't think it's that common to have over that many siblings. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Chelsea. Is that all? Nessa?
Yes, Miss, it's all.
Okay, now let's hear from those who are on site. So who will take the lead? Okay, go ahead, Adelia.
Boleh di sini atau?
Yes.
Okay, I want to look at myself. Hello, guys. A little bit about today. I'm not going to be talking about myself, but something about myself, which is my parent, specifically my dad. Now, what's so special about my dad to the point where I want to talk about him in this speech? Well, I'll have you know that my dad is a collector. He's a type of guy who likes to collect things. And when I say collect, I do mean he does his research on them. He knows what year they're from, what kind of condition they have, and how much they're worth in the future. This kind of hobby that he has kind of inspired me to, have to take this opportunity to bond with him a bit. Every time he collects something, for example, army jackets, Korean, US, Vietnam, doesn't matter. Whatever army jacket that he can get, whichever model, whichever condition, he will get, because he knows their worth in the future. Along with these jackets, I found one online and I asked him, Dad, how much do you think this is worth? He goes, oh, that is a very good jacket. Where did you find this? And that is, my friends, is one of the activities that we have to bond together, which is a very beautiful thing, Parents' relationship with parents, parents' relationship with children can vary using many different bonding activities. And this activity, this hobby of his, of collecting, is something that connects us together. And that's why it's very, very special for me to talk about, because now I know the difference between a US Army jacket model of 1973 with an Army jacket from Korea that is a 1962 model. That, with the information that
my dad cares about me and I care about him in the way that we have this little thing together, it holds a special place in my heart. And that's one of the many things that I want to talk about when it comes to like relationships, familial relationships in general. And I just hope that this kind of activity or like this kind of connection is something that I implore everyone to have, because it is also a very special thing. And I hope that everyone, including the Zoom call, will have something to connect with someone that they love. That is all. Thank you very much for listening.
That's so sweet. Now I miss my dad. Okay, Bella, you want to go next?
For me.
I'm sorry, I'm short.
Hello, everyone. My name is Bella, as you all know, and today I will be talking about my passion for mental health advocacy. I have always been a problematic kid, and before me presenting, the question was something factual or interesting about you. And I never do any self-reflection. I never think about myself. And it's hard for me to actually be myself.
Be the last one.
Okay. 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 You're okay? Okay, so are you?
Okay.
Oh, I can see myself. Hey guys, my name is Ayu, and as you can see, I am described as a very cheerful person and like innocent and stuff like that. Maybe one of the reasons I was like this is because I was raised that way. My family would be like a multiply of me. So everyone would be like laughing and like they would be so loud and some kind of that. But somehow that also makes me think that the other emotions rather than being happy are bad. For example, like if you're being sad, that means that you're weak. If you're being scared, that means that you're being a coward. So that really takes a big part into me until there are times when I feel numb. I can't differentiate whether I was actually being happy or whether I was just formally being happy. And also there are times when I would forget how to cry. Like I can't, when I feel sad, I can't cry. But when I see a sad movie, I would be drooling a lot. And like, I guess that is just how I was trying to substitute my emotion. And yeah, it was a pretty hard time for me, especially in the first half of the pandemic. I was really stressed out because I can't really meet anyone. So I signed up for this consultation with my psychology teachers. And when I told that to my parents, they were like, why would you sign up for this? Are you sick? Are you a crazy person? Because like people would think that someone who's mentally ill will go to the psychologist, but actually you can just go there and tell all of your burdens like friends, you know? And I'm very grateful that I choose to do it because that made me realize that emotions are real. And I remember my psychologist said that what's normal, what's ideal, what you see Like it's not always every side of people. It's like only a half side of people. So if you think that you should always be happy and stuff, that's not true. Because you're not a robot. You have so many emotions. Humans are complex. And yeah, you should explore those emotions and use it. And yeah, if I could turn back time and say something to my old self, I would say that it's okay to feel sad. It's okay to feel all of the emotions. And yeah, thank you for not giving up on me.
Next one.
I have some news. Let's go. Hello guys. As you know, I'm Najwa Sofia, and call me Naj or Najwa. So the news is, you look at me, I'm very local. I even struggle to speak in English, but actually, I'm an Australian citizen. Oh, that's like a secret.
Oh.
Well, I just got the citizenship 2 days ago. My parents been working so hard on this. I don't know why. When I got the news, I was so happy, but also I was really sad. The fact that now I'm foreigner here, I'm not a local anymore. I have to leave this country as soon as possible. That's so sad. I was crying because I was born here, I grew up here, and then I just left just by like that. And it's hard to knowing that I have to leave in like 4 months. So yeah, that's why I'll choose the on-site class, because this is my first time and my last time to seeing my new people, and I need to make new connection as well in Indonesia before I leave, like a good connection, because back in the day I actually make friends with someone. I'm sorry to say this. Yeah, sorry to say, not useful. Like they drop out of school, doesn't have things to do, just being harsh to the family. So it's not a good connection with them. So I need to build my connection here before I leave. But it's stressing me out now. And yeah, this is appreciation to my family who has been working on this for 10 years, which is so long, but I didn't expect it has to be this fast, and why it has to happen when I meet you guys. Well, I was so happy that I met you guys, because like I went through up and downs with my circle of friends, and you guys are amazing and really open heart, and I've never seen that before. That's why I can now I kind of like try to open myself more, because I am surrounded by people who has their heart open towards someone, because I grew up like being numb. So yeah.
Let's make your last 4 months here memorable.
Yes.
You're still with us online, right?
Okay.
You're still with us online.
You're leaving? I'm moving uni as well.
Oh.
That's why I was so sad.
Oh.
I think I tried to accept my WA or person. Oh.
Melbourne. You're moving to Oh.
Yeah, Bella.
Okay. Okay, Bella.
I am sorry for the inconvenience of my first presentation, but again, I will be talking about my passion for mental health advocacy. When someone asks me, what are your interests? Who are you? I think of nothing, because I never really self-reflect. I always self-deprecate myself. And then I thought, if I keep thinking about my weaknesses, how do I make my weakness a strength? I've always been a problematic child. I've been to the guidance counselor's office on and off every single week. And my mom decided to take me to a proper licensed psychologist. I went through a couple different ones, and a lot of them just straight out labeled me as crazy, labeled me as like a useless human being, which I don't know where they came from. But but my mom took it to a kind psychiatrist she found and researched about my history, my DNA, and turns out mental illness can be inherited. From my mother's side, I inherited multiple personality disorders, multiple chemical disorders in my brain. And turns out I was diagnosed with bipolar type 2 and a histrionic personality behavior. And this is not to say that what others are going through are easier or better than me, no. This is to say that I've been through a lot too, and I understand that. I'm not gonna name them, but I've had problems verbally, physically, in the family, outside the family, and with eating disorders and everything. And every time I always ask to myself, why me? Why not my brother? I know that's a bad wish, but why not my cousins? Why me? And nothing can really explain that, but I came from a very religious family, and I wasn't the religious type. I am borderline agnostic. But then I started not to be religious here, but I started praying and asking to God, why do I have to go through these emotions, through these hurdles? And then I finally found my calling is I've experienced all of this so I can help others, so I can advocate it, so I can send my message that you're not alone. I first started by posting on anonymous forums, seeing other people's stories, and I can relate to almost every single problem. And I would say that with my weakness, people would label it as being crazy or being weak. I say it's a strength. It's a strength because I can help people. I don't want people to go through what I went through. And to be able to help people, that gives me meaning in life. And it reminds me every day that I matter as much as you matter, and we all matter, and we're all equal as human beings, no matter what's going on inside our heads. Thank you.
Good job, good job, good job. So I think, Bella, it takes a lot of courage for you to share that. So thank you very much. Yeah. And then for all of you, all on-site or online, I mean, I can feel how you support each other, even though you just met each other. So, let's stay that way. Yeah, let's support each other. Yeah, and then whenever you know that one of your classmates has problems, any problems, please let us know, yeah, so that we can support each other, okay? Okay, so thank you, everyone. Well, so far, I see that you all have confidence, yeah, in speaking in public, yeah, and problems that you think you may have, we can fix them later on along with the process. But the most important is your confidence, your courage, and then how you can choose a specific angle to share. Yeah. So keep up the good work. Yeah. So I'll see you all. I still see you again this weeks, right?
Yes.
Are you still coming? Are you coming every day? Okay, good. Okay. So, Kenji, that's all from me. Back to you, Kenji.
Thank you so much, Miss. I think that wraps up about today. Yeah. I think you'll still have more sessions throughout this week. At this Friday. This Friday will be your last session as your orientation. After that, you'll start your school
really in BINUS at about 27-ish. Okay. I think that's about it. Is there any more summing up?
Shall we take pictures first?
Oh yeah. Sudiksha?
Okay. Oh, hi, Mabel. Good to see you here. Hi, let me ask someone, and then I think let's do a little setup here. Let's do. How are we going to do? Can we make it black in your area? Okay, give me a minute, yeah. Let me. Okay.
Oh, kita dong.
Ininya kelihatannya gimana gitu. Ada yang di sini, salah satu di sini, salah satu di sini. Ada duduk.
Okay, I'll do it. Because I'm the tallest.
Okay.
Enggak. Ini benar. Lepas mejanya. So you are. Jadi duduknya.
Photo shoot time.
Jadi duduknya agak gitu. Oke, terus ada yang di sini juga kali ya, kelihatan laptop.
Model time.
Blackpink berempat. Blackpink.
Jadi biar itunya
Kelihatan, aku harus maju.
Sebentar, saya close.
Sudah sekali ya.
Oh,
Jawa.
Close.
Bisa sebedain nih orang.
Oke, terus
Ini kali. Ya.
Nah, dulu nggak kelihatan nggak sih?
Enggak. Kan nanti foto ini dari sana.
Oh iya ya. Kita
Can I take the pictures now? Are
Ini
you guys ready?
Ada yang di sini.
Sorry.
Ayu di kursi. Enggak. Ada benar.
Aku sama Ayu tuh
Ayu benar itu sebentar. Oke,
Oh, aku kira screen.
They're reading. Oh my god. Sabar ya. Shall we post?
Ada yang screenshot ya?
Najwa nggak kelihatan. Najwa nggak kelihatan.
Enggak emang difotoin. Mau foto on site.
Enggak, tapi di zoomnya jadi nggak kelihatan.
Iya.
Apanya?
Oh, foto salin.
Dari sini kelihatan.
Atau kameranya di belakangnya lihat.
Nanti yang zoom akan foto. Nanti yang zoom akan capture. Ini biar kelihatan. Oke.
Oke.
Jadi yang
Kalau gitu kameranya ditarik ke belakang aja, Mistian. Biar kelihatan lebih banyak.
Iya, ini kelihatan kok ini. Terus where should I?
Sini tengah. Duduk.
Nanti ujungnya
agak-agak social distancing, nanti dimarahin kok kita.
Oke.
Oke. Tapi Najwa tuh nggak kelihatan.
Najwa nggak kelihatan.
Najwa nggak kelihatan.
Najwa di Mbak Herni kelihatan kan?
Di kamera kelihatan.
Dari Zoom nggak kelihatan. Dari Zoom
kelihatan.
Najwa gimana? Maju.
Kameranya ditarik aja nggak apa-apa. Kameranya ditarik ke belakang aja.
Enggak.
Itu juga kelihatan sih.
Sebelah Miss Dian juga boleh, sebelah Miss Dian.
Jangan, kan harus jauh.
Social distancing.
Ujung TV yang satu, ujung
Udah tuh, Najwa di situ tuh.
Di sini.
Adele, you are feeling yourself, huh? So freaking gorgeous, darling.
Yeah. Najwa di sini kelihatan nggak?
Iya.
Nah.
Ya, bisa situ.
Nah, ya.
Nah,
Ayu agak ke kiri dikit.
Tapi di zoomnya kelihatan nggak?
Ya, kelihatan.
Semua.
Udah, oke.
Perfect.
Oke.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Iya, sekali lagi boleh.
Okay. 1, 2. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Mbak Herni.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Mbak.
Pulang.
Iya, dan. Okay, bye everyone. I'll see you tomorrow.
Mau makan, ayo.